Shabbat Shalom, Beth-El. It is so nice to be with you this morning. And I'm sorry for a little bit of the lag. I was having a little bit of trouble with the camera, but I am on now. So please join me for our Shabbat service. And we have a couple of special things going on this morning, as it is also Rosh Chodesh ER. So we'll have a few things. Hi, Jill. Hi, Cindy. Oh, so nice to see you. Very nice. So for those of you who don't know me, if you're joining in from wherever you are, I'm Cantor Melissa Cohen, Congregation Beth-El in the Indianapolis area. Thank you, Cindy. Trying something new out. Got to do what you got to do when you're on quarantine, Coantine as we call it in our family here. So if you don't already have your resources out, you should go ahead and do that now. As always, not right now, as always, later. That's Evan. As always, we have our Siddur Lev Shalem. If you own one in your home, you can get that out now. We'll be using that, and we'll have a. If you have a chumash, we can. We'll be doing that later for the Torah section. If you don't have any of these, that's totally fine. Go to our website bez613.org, and you'll see the tab on the main page for Shabbat virtual resources. Click there, go down to Shabbat Chants and Counters, and you'll see all of the resources for this morning right there at your fingertips. There is a page for Torah blessings, Haftarah blessings, and specifically today's Torah and Haftarah reading, which are abbreviated for today, the way that we're doing it in this format always. There's also a link there to the online version of Siddur Lev Shalem. So you are all set. So that is our Saturday morning Shabbat Chants and Counters routine. And there we go. Hi, Mom. Mom is on there too. Boker or. Okay, so here we are, and we are going to get started. We are on page 103. And we will begin with some morning blessings, and we will go ahead and read through. We'll go ahead and read through the first four, and then we'll go on from there. So please join me. And if you are wanting to sing along, again, please join me. If you'd like to just respond with an Amen at the end of each of the brachot, that's also great. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani betzamo Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani bat chovim Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shasani Israel. So now I will have you join me on page 122, and we will sing words from Pasukei de Zimra, Baruch She'amar. Baruch She'amar v'haya ha'olama Baruch Hu. Baruch Oseh v'Reishit. Baruch Omer v'Oseh. Baruch Gozer u'Mekayim, Baruch Merachim al haaretz, Baruch Merachim al habriot, Baruch Meshalim Sachar Tov Lidehav, Baruch Elad V'Kayam LaNetzach, Baruch Bodeh u'Matzil, Baruch Shemo. And let's go ahead and continue with page 154, and we will sing together in the middle of page 154 the words V'ha'er einenu, which are words that enlighten our eyes to Torah. And we're now, of course, in the Omer period, where we are moving from Pesach, from our liberation, from our redemption, to our revelation at Sinai, as we move towards the holiday of Shavuot, and as we count towards that time. So V'ha'er einenu is a song and words that make us think of the Torah that we will soon become enlightened by, and that we become enlightened by weekly when we read the words of Torah. And Shabbat Shalom to Marsha and to Carol, who I saw just jumped on. Happy to have you here with us this morning. Okay. וההרדנו בתורתך ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך ויחד לבבינו לאהבה וליראה את שמך ולא נבוש לעולם ועד ולא נבוש לעולם ועד כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא בטחנו נגילה ונשמחה ישועתך. In the Chatimah for this section, the closing words of this section at the bottom of the page, Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael b'ahava, which sets us up to turn the page to 155 as we recite the Shema, the declaration of our faith in God and the oneness in God that we keep in our hearts. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבביך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בעיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We continue in the third paragraph on page 156. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם ויעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם ונתנו על ציצית הכנף פתיל תכלת והיה לכם לציצית אוריתם אותו הזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם שונאים אחריהם למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. So we will continue on page 158 as we sing the Micha Mocha, which is, of course, our people's freedom song, the song that Miriam and Moses and Aaron and all of Bnei Israel sang at the shores of the sea en route to our revelation at Sinai, again during this period of the Omer as we reach towards Sinai. And I'll wish Shabbat Shalom to Marty, who I see also just joined on. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, שירה חדשה, שיבחו גאולים לשמך על שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל ובדי חינומך יהודה וישראל גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני גאי ישראל. So, as I mentioned earlier, today is Rosh Chodesh Iyar, and we on Rosh Chodesh, this is one of the days that we recite Hallel, which are special songs of praises that we recite, same as on our Chagim, on our festivals, just like we did recently on Passover. And so it's an abbreviated Hallel to recognize the holiness of the day. And so we will recite a few verses in Hallel. If you are with me in the Siddur, I am on page 316. And otherwise, you can, of course, follow along and sing along, and we'll be singing familiar congregational melodies, but it begins with the bracha on page 316. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'hetzivanu lekro et Hallel. We'll go ahead and join together at the bottom of page 317 with Hashamayim from Psalm 115. Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Shamayim, Ladonai, Ve'aretz, Ve'aretz, Natan livnei Adam. Lo, 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 mitim, Hallelujah. Velo, lo, 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 ko your day duma. Vanachnu, nevarich ya. Me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah. And then we'll go ahead at the top of page 319 and sing together Psalm 117. Hallelujah, Adonai, kol goyim shabchu, kol ha'umim, ki gavar aleinu, aleinu chasto ve'emet, Adonai le'olam Hallelujah. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chasto. Yom mana Yisrael ki le'olam chasto. Yom Runa Bezaron ki le'olam chasto. Yom Runa Yirei Adonai ki le'olam chasto. Page 320, in the third paragraph, we have our Ana Adonai. Anna Adonai Hoshiana. Anna Adonai Hoshiana. Anna Adonai Hatlikana. Anna Adonai Hatlikana. Blessed are you who come in the name of Adonai. May the blessings of the house of Adonai be upon you. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov ki leolam chasto. Ki lecha tov lehodot u'leshimcha lezamer ki me'olam ve'ad olam ata ha'el. Baruch atah Adonai melech me'olam b'tishbachot. So those were our Psalms of Praise in recognition of Rosh Chodesh ER. And we will move now into our Torah reading, which again on our Shabbat virtual resources on the website, BEZ 613. If you are on the Shabbat Chants Encounters page, you will see the Torah and Maftir page, which has exactly what I will be reading today. So you don't need to try to figure it out in the Chumash, and I will also have the exact reading from Haftorah. So, because I've abbreviated for the virtual purposes, and I want to make sure that you can follow along. So, as always, just a little bit of a brief overview since we're not reading the entire triennial parsha. I want to make sure that you know what's kind of going on. So today we have a what's known as a double parsha from Tazria Metzora, and it is again, as many chapters in the book of Leviticus, a very difficult section of Torah to read in our modern times of 2020 because they are so the concepts in here and the rituals that are involved in here are so far from the practice that we would follow today, particularly given the marvels of modern medicine. And so when we read the translation, when you follow along with the narrative, it is definitely it's a hard sell. So I'm reading just the very beginning portion of from Tazria, and the very small section that I'm choosing to read contains the laws concerning the new mother. And I specifically chose it because it concerns the mention of the mitzvah of Brit Milah on the 8th day, and to connect that so that the generations are always connected Lador Vador through the mitzvah of Brit Milah. But I do want to mention that there's a lot in this section of Tazria and Metzora. You will read, and I encourage you to read the whole thing, but you'll read a lot about this word impurity, which is a hard word, again, for us to read in 2020. What does impurity mean? And especially now, in the midst of this pandemic that we are in, to read about how this ritual process of cleansing it's a very difficult passage to read. So this impurity here, you should know as you read along, is a ritual impurity, right? It's not an issue of cleanliness or sanitation or hygiene. It's a ritual impurity. And understand that the time in our ancestors' time, during this time of the Holy Temple, there was no knowledge or basis on what these there were skin diseases that were unknown, and lesions and leprosy that they didn't know about, and so it was confusing for them, and so I suspect, and so did our sages suspect, that they had to think of these laws and these rituals to figure out why they were happening and how they could get rid of them and how they could make offerings for them, ritual offerings for them to make the people pure. Again, ritually pure, that is, right? So the whole idea here is that they consult the Kohen, they consult the Kohanim, the high priest at the time that served Jennifer Gray Carmen. Shabbat Shalom. And oh, Cheryl, this was your son's bar mitzvah portion. Lucky him. He got the cooties one. We'll talk about that. So the idea is they consulted the Kohanim because they were not only the high priest that served in the temple that made the offerings on behalf of the people, they were also the medical guys. They were the doctors in that way. So they inspected not just the impurities that were on people's skins or their bodies. They inspected the whole body, what was good about them also. And the idea, you might look at them and say, oh, they were trying to get rid of these people. They were trying to isolate and alienate these people. But actually, if you read the text, what they're trying to do is to get these people back into the community as soon as possible. So they were trying to do whatever they could do to get them in as quickly as possible through this ritual purification system. Again, it's very difficult for us to read this section and also the idea of what happens after childbirth. So I encourage you to read it, but read it with a thoughtful eye as to what was going on in the days of the Holy Temple. You should know, again, in the section that I'm reading, following childbirth, that there is a certain time period that a woman is considered ritually impure. Again, not an issue of cleanliness or physical sanitation. There was also some sense that through childbirth, that a woman was connected to God in a very unique way that only a woman can be through childbirth. And so that there was this special offering, which will be the concluding part of the reading, that a woman would make, that the Kohanim would make on behalf of the woman in the temple, of the new mother, as a gratitude offering, saying, I have survived this act of childbirth. My child and I are now both returning and coming back to the spiritual life of the sanctuary, of the temple. And it's an offering of gratitude. It's todah. And so it is a sign saying, I was connected to God during childbirth and I didn't have to go to the temple, and now I can return to the temple after this time period of waiting. And so it's important to think about things back then rather than right now. And so, of course, as you read and go on into the section in Metzora, this is, of course, the yucky part of the section. This is what I call the cooties parsha. Don't touch because you might get something. And this is what we're going through right now with our COVID-19 pandemic. And you have to think about all of the medical evidence that we have now. And in fact, our great rabbis, the Rambam and who's Maimonides, and Rashi also, they also both felt, even in their time in, the early Middle Ages, they even felt in their time reading this text that this was very supernatural and outrageous. So you understand that this is very, very ancient ways. But the idea is that we want to bring people back into the community as quickly as possible. So the maft here, which I'll go right into, is from a different book, from the book of Numbers. Special maft here for Rosh Chodesh, of course, and it talks about the offering that would have been made back in ancient times, specifically for Rosh Chodesh, for the new month. It was a special time period during that time. So there's a special reading that goes with that. So we will do our blessing, our aliyah. You can all join me, and let's go ahead and do it. I will call you up for your group virtual aliyah. Ya'amdu kol kehilat Beth-El tzedek. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamavorach leolam va'ed. Baruch Adonai hamavorach leolam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et torto. Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah. I am in chapter 12, verse 1. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל לאמור, אישה כי תזריע וילדה זכר, ותמה 7 ימים כימי נידתותה תטמע, וביום השמיני ימול בשר עורלתו, 30 יום ו3 ימים תשב בדמי טהרה בכל קודש לא תיגע, ואל המקדש לא תבוא עד מלאת ימי טהרה. בנקבה תלד ותמה 7 כנידתה ו60 יום ו6 ימים תשב על דמי טהרה, ובמלאת ימי טהרה ללין או לבת אבי כבש בן שנתו לעולה, ובן יונה או תור לקטת על הפתח אוהל מועד אל הכהן, ויקריבו לפני אדוני וכיפר עליה וטהרה ממקור דמיה, זאת תורת היולדת לזכר או לנקבה. And the Rosh Chodesh Maftir is in the book of Numbers, and it's chapter 28, verse 9. וביום השבת 2 כבשים בני שנה תמימים ו2 עשרונים, סולת מנחה בלולב השמן ונזקו, עולת שבת בשבתו על עולת התמיד ונזקה, ובראשי חודשיכם תקריבו עולה לאדוני פרים, ונבקר 2 ואיל 1 כבשים בני שנה 7 תמימים ו3 עשרונים, סולת מנחה בלולב השמן לפר 1 ו2 עשרונים, סולת מנחה בלולב השמן לאיל 1 יסרון, סולת מנחה בלולב השמן לכבש 1 ולריח ניחוח של אדוני ונזקיהם, חצי יין יהיה לפר 3 הכין לאיל, ורביעית הכין לכבש יין, זאת עולת קודש וחודשו לחודשי השנה, ושעיר שמחה לחטאת לאדוני על עולת התמיד יעשה ונזכור. And we'll make our blessing after the Torah portion. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. And we'll move on to our Haftarah. And of course, there's a special Haftarah also for Shabbat Rosh Chodesh, and this is also on your resources on the website. It comes from the book of Isaiah in chapter 66. Again, I've highlighted just a few verses, and so this is it's a very beautiful Haftarah, specific, and not only does it mention and set God's omnipotence, right, as a God as above, beyond all others, and it even mentions, the coming of all people in exile, even at the end of days, coming together for the purpose of God. There are verses in the middle section, which I will be chanting and highlighted, that mentions God's care for the nation, for us as the people Israel, as a mother. And it's a very unusual moment in our liturgy where it does reference God as a mother. And so it's a very interesting haftarah in that respect, because it's unusual to reference God in the feminine. And so, but it very distinctly references God taking care of God's people as a mother would. So it's very unique. There is a section at the end where it does get, it's a repeat, because the verse 20, it goes from verse 23 to verse 24. And because verse 24 is not so nice, you actually go back to verse 23. So there's a tradition that you always end Torah or Haftarah on what is known as a positive note. So you can go and read that. But if you're wondering why that will happen, that is why. So we'll read the opening blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar b'neviim tovim, v'ratza v'divreihem הנאמרים באמת. Baruch atah Adonai הבוחר בתורה ובמשה עבדו, ובישראל עמו, ובנביאי האמת והצדק. כה אמר אדוני השמיים כיסי והארץ הדום רגלי, איזה בית אשר תבנו לי, ואיזה מקום מנוחתי. שמחו את ירושלים וגילו בה כל אוהביה, שישו איתה משוש כל המתאבלים עליה, למען תינקו ושבתם מסוד תנחומיה, למען תמוצו והתענגתם מזים כבודה. כי כה אמר אדוני, הנני נוטה אליה כנהר שלום וכנחל שותק, כבוד גויים בינקתם על הצד תנשאו ועל ברכיים תשעשעו, כאיש אשר עמו תנחמנו, כי אנוכי אנחמכם ובירושלים תנוחמו. והיה מדי חודש בחודשו ומדי שבת בשבתו יבוא כל בשר להשתחוות לפני, אמר אדוני. ויצאו וראו בפיגורי אנשים ופושעים בי, כי תולעתם לא תמות ואישם לא תכפה, והיו דיראון לכל בשר. והיה מדי חודש בחודשו ומדי שבת בשבתו יבוא כל בשר להשתחוות לפני, אמר אדוני. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום השבת הזה שנתת לנו, אדוני אלוהינו, לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ולתפארת. על הכל אדוני אלוהינו אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך, יתברך שמך לפי כוחך תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. You can go ahead and give me an amen, and we will go ahead and now recite the mourner's Kaddish. And for those observing yard site or those who are in mourning, I'll ask you to rise if you care to do so, if it's your custom to do so. As a congregation, we are joined in mourning with the families of Harvey Frankel, Mildred Cohen, Joyce Purcell, and Isaiah Cooperstein. And if you care to write in any names to share with us and keep in our hearts during the recitation of Kaddish, please do so now or in your heart. And we'll recite together on page 207. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Leolam Olmei Amaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekutsha Brichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechamata Da'amiran V'yama V'imru Amen Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen Aseh Shalom B'mramav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel V'imru Amen. So I will we'll sing a closing song in just a moment, but I will invite everybody to please join us tonight on Zoom at 6 p.m. for our Havdalah. It's been so beautiful. And seeing everybody together, and it's been wonderful also to see more and more people with their Havdalah candles and Havdalah sets. I've seen since the first time that we did it a few weeks ago, where it was just it seemed like just the clergy had their Havdalah sets out, and it seems like more and more people from the shul now have their own sets as a desire to want to be part of this experience. It's so wonderful to see everybody wanting to participate in this. So it's been a beautiful experience to see that. I love Havdalah. So join us for Havdalah at 6 p.m. on Zoom. And there's always more events. On Tuesday mornings, I do a sing-along at 10:30 on Facebook Live. And this week will be an Israel-themed sing-along in honor of Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. There'll be a song sheet up prior to that. And so there you go. So with Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut in mind, and of course today is Rosh Chodesh, ER, which is the month that brings these holidays and observances to us. Let's go ahead and join in Adon Olam, page 211, and we'll go ahead and sing it to Hatikva. Adon Olam Hashem Malach בטרם הכל יציר נברא, לעת נעשה וחצו כל, אזי נלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה, והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד, ואין שני להמשיל לו, להכבירה. See, it works to everything. Adon Olam, song of all songs. Okay, Shabbat Shalom. Everybody enjoy your day. Wonderful to share Shabbat with you this morning. Bye-bye.